I'm Pam Smith, the founder of PursueYourPassionNow.com, the place to be to begin stepping into your truth and living life more on your terms. Today, I am here to share with you the top 3 keys to keeping those resolutions, to making those puppies stick. It is a new year, and my goal is to support you in having the absolute best year possible. Best year possible. Honoring those desires, moving forward on those goals, setting those intentions, and really just parachuting through any obstacles, making it happen this year. So, at the beginning of the year, earlier, because now we're a little bit toward the end of January, but at the beginning of the year, a good friend of mine asked me this question. Like, what are some tips? What are some things that you see or in your work that you've seen that really helps people keep those resolutions? So, I answered that for her on her show, and I wanted to bring that to you. So, today, top 3 keys for making resolutions stick. First off, I want to point out that the beginning of the year is just a really awesome time to do this. But it's not the only time of the year to do it. Yeah, so you can do it any time of the year. It's not just the beginning of the year. What tends to happen though is because it's a new year, people start reflecting and seeing what worked and what didn't work and really start to want to make some shifts and some changes in their personal life as well as professional life. The thing with the new year is you get this momentum because so many people are feeling it because it's a new year. So you get it in when you watch TV, it's a new year and a new you. And you listen to the radio, it's a new year, happy new year, you new you, and all that. You get all this energy around you that really supports you and continuously reminds you that, hey, stay on your game, do your thing, make your changes, it's a new time, all that. So that's the energy of the new year, and that's why I think it's a really awesome time to take advantage of that momentum to really propel yourself forward. So, New Year is a great time, but know that doing this and following these 3 keys, 3 steps, any time of the year, birthday, April 15th, whenever you decide to do that reflection, to set new intentions, these things will serve you, okay? First off, so I want to make sure you know that. Also, I wanted to point out that a lot of times we do this for professional goals very easily. And a lot of times it's because we have some point of accountability. A boss, somebody who's checking it off and saying, okay, did you do that? So, but for the personal side, a lot of times there isn't that point of accountability. So people do it willy-nilly. Maybe, I'll try it, that sounds good. There's a different energy around it. Also, for those life passions, those things that have been on the shelf for like ever, that are just pulling at you from the inside out, and those tend to also fall into that bucket of willy-nilly, okay, I'm gonna do a little bit, let's see if it works, But I want to encourage you to use that other energy, the energy that you use in that day job, to get it done, where the boss is like, okay, these are your measures, and use that energy for your personal life as well as for your passions fulfillment. It's beautiful when your life passion and your day job match and it's all in one. But for cases when it doesn't, try to pull that energy in because it really can serve you, okay? It's 2 things I wanted to point out. Okay, so now let's get into the top 3 keys to making resolutions stick. Okay, number 1, you have to have a strong why. You have to have a strong why. Why do you want this? Whatever that is, whatever that goal is or intention is, what's your why? And it has to be super duper strong, like to pull you forward. Beyond any shoulds. Shoulds are nice, like, yeah, I should lose weight, or yeah, I should, get on running my business, I should get on top of my marketing, I should, begin to go for that career, that painting, I should paint more, I should write more, I should, right? Shoulds do not pull you forward. Those strong whys that pull at your heartstrings, those pull you forward. Those pull you forward. Those are the non-negotiables. So you have to do a little internal reflection and internal research, if you will, to really figure out your why. Why do you want this? Whatever your goal is. Why do you feel compelled to, be the best mom ever, to be there for your children every single day? Whatever your goal is, why? And that why has got to pull at your heart like nobody's business. And once you get that why, then that creates a very strong foundation. And that foundation keeps you solid, keeps you consistent. Okay? So you got to have a strong why. Not a should. The strong why has got to be beyond a should, not something that you should do. It has to be something that's really pulling from within. So sometimes it just takes a little research inside to really figure out what's your why. And each why is different. So, I don't know, if, let's say, wanted to lose weight, say if my why is, I just want to fit into my skinny jeans because I look cute in them. And that pulls me crazy forward, then that's my why. But somebody else, that might not be strong enough. Right? So it's individual. You can't compare whys, none of that. You can't ask somebody else, what's my why? No. This is stuff you got to do on your own. Okay? So that's the first thing. The second thing is, one more thing about the why. The why, now, if there are some beliefs that are underlying or some unmet needs that are underlying, they can overshadow your why. And they can cause you to do all kinds of stuff. Procrastination. I know I want it, but what in the world's wrong with me? I just won't keep doing, things like that. That's because there's some other things underlying. Some kind of limiting beliefs, some kind of unmet needs, things like that. So just be aware of that, if you will. And when you run into that, be willing to just continue to peel back the onion, continue to do the research, continue to do that reflective journaling, if you will. That's pretty helpful to start to really get to the root. But again, that strong why is critical in helping you keep consistent action towards your goals. Okay? Number one. Number two. Number two is you have to have a vision for what you want. You have to have a vision. If you don't know where you're going, you won't know how to get there or where to get there. You don't know if you're there. You got to begin to see in your mind's eye what it is that you want. And I like that. That's the fun part because that's where you get to play. You get to really, like the canvas is blank. And you get to paint it up and put exactly what you want it to be. Because what the vision does, the vision pulls you forward. The vision, it lights you on fire. It pulls you forward. And a lot of times what happens, when you allow yourself to play in your imagination and really create the vision for what you want, and to use all your senses, to feel it and taste it and smell it, and you can just feel in the mornings when you wake up how you feel with that goal met, with that desire accomplished. How do you walk? How do you talk? Is it different? Do you hold your head differently now that you got your goal met? You know what I'm saying? That all of that energy just pulls you forward. And it's just a fun time to play. But what happens is a lot of times ideas come, actions come, inspired actions begin to come as you begin to play in that land and create that vision. And those inspired actions can be super powerful. Once you jump on them, they can take you forward in ways you never thought possible. But again, you have to have a vision. You have to have a vision so you're aware of when things come and you know that, okay, yes, that's in alignment with what I need. Okay, I'll take some of that. Oh, yes, no, that's perfect. You can begin to say yes, and you know when to say yes. Without the vision, you don't know. Okay, yeah, it came. Oh, that was cute. Okay. And that could have been just the thing that was really going to serve you, but you didn't really know where you were going. So again, the vision, number two is the vision. It's super critical. You got to have it. And the way you create it is to just allow yourself to play in your mind's eye. Allow yourself to create the vision for what you want. Go there. Don't be afraid to want it. Don't be afraid to dream it. Let it create itself. Let it show you what's possible. Okay? And then from there, things will begin to ripple. All right? Number three, you got to have a plan. Got to have a plan. It just is. Some level of planning. Now there is you can go like too far where you like plan every single thing, or you want to make sure everything is right before you move forward, and then you do nothing at all because you're trying to get the plan right. Not that plan. You just need some level, some kind of structure, a plan to move forward towards your goal, whatever that is. I don't know, working out is common, so let's just say working out, or changing your diet, or losing weight, or whatever. You have to have some kind of eating plan. You have to have some kind of workout plan. Something to give you some structure so you can deal with the nuances and the distractions that will come, because they will come. Because whatever your goals are, typically they're things that you haven't done yet. So you have to be prepared for the distractions that'll come in, or just simply the habits that you already have in place. You have to have some structure that's going to help you sort of move out of those old habits and into something else. So the plan gives you some structure. You course correct as you go. There is no perfection. You don't try to perfect it before you move forward. You basically create some level of structure, and you know that you're going to tweak it as you go forward. You're going to tweak it each day. Okay, this worked. Okay, that didn't work. Each day. But the plan, it just keeps you moving, keeps you in action, keeps you stepping forward. Because if you stay still, there is no energy in standing still. Standing still and noodling, yeah, no action. No action. And then you can still be noodling, and then the next year come and you're noodling, Plan keeps you in action. And you don't have to be afraid of it. Know that you can change and course correct as you go. But you got to move. You got to get moving so that you can actually make an adjustment. I think it's hard when you stand still to try to move. But if you're moving, then you have to change. You can do it easily. So you got to have a plan. So to recap, the top 3 keys to making resolutions stick are: you got to have a why. Your why gives you your foundation. Got to have a strong why. Number 2, you have to have a vision for what you want to create. You have to have a vision. And your vision pulls you forward. Okay? And then number 3, you got to have a plan. And the plan keeps you in action. Alrighty? So those are the 3 keys for keeping those resolutions. If you have started this year and they're starting to fizzle, pick them back up, use these 3 things, and get moving forward. I hope this year is the absolute best year ever for you. Peace and blessings. Mwah.